You know that feeling when you're holding everything together? The project, the team, the energy in the room, but you still don't call yourself a leader. Like you're waiting for that right title, the corner office, or someone with authority to tap you on the shoulder and say, okay, now you've made it. Now you're ready to lead. But here's what I know. Leadership isn't a destination you arrive at someday. It's a reality you're already living, even if you're unaware of it. And the longer you wait to claim it, the longer you stay invisible in spaces that are already yours. Hey, I'm Lani, nurse turned leadership psychology doctoral student, and welcome back to Becoming Her, a series on leadership foundations for women who are rising, even when it doesn't always feel like it. If you caught the first episode on imposter syndrome, if not, you better go check it out. But you already know we're not here for surface level pep talks. We're here to dismantle the beliefs that keep us small and build the practices that make us unstoppable. So today, we're gonna talk about the moment you stop waiting for permission and start living like the leader you already are. I wanna tell you something you might not hear enough. You're already leading. Yeah, you heard me right. You are already leading and you just don't know it yet. You're the one that people come to when things get messy. You're reading the room, anticipating what's needed, mentoring someone quietly in the hallway, keeping the whole thing from unraveling. Yeah, that's you. But because it doesn't look like the boardroom version of leadership, the loud, directive, I'm in charge kind of situation, you discount yourself. And sometimes that discounting didn't start with you. Maybe you grew up being told to wait your turn, like many of us did. Maybe you learned early that visibility wasn't always safe. Maybe you looked around and didn't see leaders who looked like you. So you figured leadership wasn't yours to claim. Not yet. And that's not a character flaw. That's pure conditioning, and a lot of us experience that. But here's the shift. Leadership doesn't start with a title. It starts in your mind. The moment you recognize that influence isn't about position, it's about presence. It's how you show up when no one has the answers, how you hold space when emotions run high, how you speak truth when silence would be easier, because we've all experienced that, and that is leadership. And if you've done any of that, you're not becoming a leader, you already are one, even without the title. And that's really what's important with this video. So the question isn't if you're a leader. The question is, how do you start owning it? Okay, so let me give you 3 tools you can use today. Not someday when you feel ready, but right now to shift from leading quietly to leading confidently. Tool number 1, the leadership mirror. Now, before your next meeting, your presentation, or tough conversation, pause and ask yourself, how would I show up if I already believed I was the leader here? Then embody that answer. I want you to feel it. Adjust your posture, shoulders back, chin level, slow your tone, let your words land. Speak once with intention, not twice with apology. Because here's the thing, your body leads and your brain follows. When you move like a leader, your nervous system gets the memo. It understands what you're trying to tell it. This isn't fake it till you make it. This is act as if. Because the version of you who believes she belongs, she's not far off. She's right there waiting for you to call her forward, and you're just preparing her to respond. Tool number 2, reframe your everyday actions. Start naming what you're already doing as leadership. You organized the project timeline. That's strategic thinking. You helped a colleague navigate conflict. That's emotional intelligence. You spoke up when something felt off. That's courage in every situation. The brain doesn't upgrade your identity based on wishful thinking. It upgrades it, based on evidence. So give it evidence. Create a note in your phone called Leadership Wins or whatever. And every time you lead, no matter how small it feels, write it down, notate it. For example, I asked the question no one else would. I supported someone behind the scenes. Review it weekly. Watch the proof pile up. You're not trying to convince yourself of something that isn't true. You're finally seeing what's already there. Tool number 3, identity affirmations that actually work. So forget the generic, I am confident lines that feel hollow. Use affirmations grounded in truth and action. For example, I lead with clarity, care, and confidence. Or my presence brings calm and direction. You can also use, I don't need a title to make an impact, because you don't. Say them out loud in the mirror before work. Let them settle into your body, not just your head, because your words aren't just declarations. They're instructions to your nervous system saying, I belong here. I have something to offer. I don't need to shrink anymore. And I want you to think about this and have a nice reflection moment. Take a breath with me and ask yourself, where am I already leading, even if I haven't called it that before? And then, where am I still waiting for permission I don't actually need to lead? And sit with that for a second. Just think about it, because your next level of leadership doesn't start with a promotion or a degree or someone else's validation. You need yourself to validate or feel validated first. It starts with a decision to see yourself clearly and to stop making yourself small in the meantime. We don't want that. There's no need for you to shrink or make yourself small. If this resonated, stay with me. I want you to hit subscribe, because leadership isn't something we figure out alone. And if you want a practical tool to help you navigate those tough conversations where your leadership really shows up, download my free CARE framework, CARE. It's a quick guide for clear, confident workplace conversation, and the link's in the description. Now remember, we're building this together. We're looking for clarity, confidence, in a community of women who refuse to wait for permission anymore. One conversation at a time, we're reclaiming what's already ours. I love that for you. So next time in the Becoming Her series is episode 3. We're going to be diving into the invisible load, the emotional weight women carry at work and at home, and how it quietly shapes the way we lead. Because before we change the systems around us, we have to see ourselves clearly inside them. And if you're like me and you're balancing a full-time load, whether it be for school or work, and you have a family, then the next episode is for you. I'll see you there.